K. Francis.
Thank you. How about a nice round of applause for Julie? My God, she's working hard today. Let me set this here. Well, how are we? Good? Well, let's find something that we all have in common. Who's had one of those out-of-body experiences? Okay. All right, who stood naked in front of the mirror and wished they could leave their body? Oh, it's like we all share one soul. I'm kidding. I kid a lot and I laugh a lot, but it's not because I don't take life seriously. It's because I take life seriously enough to realize that humor is vital. How many people here think that humor is important for stress management? Okay, my job's finished. Thank you. Enjoy the rest. It's not only important that we keep our sense of humor, but also to not react to the negative people and situations around us and also maintain a spirit of optimism. Now, I'm not saying we should be like these eternal optimists. Do you know these people? They're always on, always happy, happy, happy. Aren't they just annoying to the rest of us when we're trying to have a big fat pity party? They're like, well, look, on the bright side, you could be dead. And so could you. One could only hope. Negative emotions are part of the human experience, aren't they? Anger, frustration, fear, we all feel them. But my point is, we should allow negative emotions to be more like brief visitors and see what they're trying to teach us rather than just to move in as full-time residents. And even worse than these really, really extreme optimists are the pessimists. I call them joy busters. We know these people, right? You hate to ask them how they're doing. They go, oh, I'm here. And these are the kind of people, no matter how good your news is, they'll find a way to rain on your parade, won't they? You could go up to one of these people and say, you're not going to believe this. I just won the $100 million lottery. And they just shake their head. You know you're going to have to pay taxes on that. You'll be lucky if you end up with $50 million. Somehow I'll make ends meet. I know this will come a shock to you, but one of the biggest causes of stress is people. People, and they're everywhere, aren't they? I'm telling you, the planet is literally infested with them. One thing I've learned, I know you guys know this, we can't necessarily control what other people say and do, can we? But we can control our reactions. Because people can be rude, can't they? Get in your face and say stuff. I'll give you an example. I wear glasses. I look around the room and notice some of you folks are like me and you wear glasses. Do you ever get this? You take off your glasses, rub your eyes a little bit. And invariably somebody has to go, you look a lot better without those glasses. That's so rude. I always look at them and go, so do you. Okay, I don't actually say that. But I think it, because what goes on up here, nobody ever has to know, do they? I think we should have a nonstop party going on all the time up here. Obviously, I don't have a choice about glasses. I'm also wearing braces now. Yeah, good times. Anybody part of the adult braces club? Yeah, good times, huh? Yeah, the doctor told me, before we fit you for these braces, we need you to come in and do an impression. Yeah, I walked in and said, oh, I could do Jimmy Stewart. Is that what you're talking about? You mean like from It's a Wonderful Life? Every time a middle-aged woman gets braces, an angel gets its wings. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But there are potentially stressful situations everywhere, aren't they? What about the stress of driving? Oh my God, I used to weigh out the stress of not getting where I needed to be on time versus the stress of getting a ticket. I finally learned you just leave earlier. What a concept. Because see, at my age, I can't bat my eyelashes at the young cops and get out of the tickets. I'm like, you really want to give me that ticket? Like, ma'am, you got something in your eye? Are you going to be okay to drive? Is somebody I can call? Maybe a son, grandson? Great-grandson? Just give me that ticket, you whippersnapper. I didn't think you gave tickets to pretty girls. We don't, ma'am. Sign here. Rude. Traffic jams are stressful. We still have choices, don't we? We can sit and chew and stew, or we can have a good time. Because either way, we're not going to get there any faster, are we? Do y'all like to sing in your cars? If you don't, you should. Here's what I do when I'm stuck in a traffic jam. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, no, thank you. I forgot you people were here. But if you feel embarrassed singing in your car by yourself, just do it in your head. With any luck, the car next to me, oh, my Lord, they're having a seizure. Let them through. We have to find the humor, and it's everywhere, isn't it? And don't you think people are the funniest when they're not trying to be? Do you know people that mix up common words and phrases? Oh, they crack me up. My sister does it all the time. We call them Cindyisms. I never correct her because I want her to keep doing it. But she gets all exact. She's just not the sharpest tool in the sky. One time we were playing Scrabble. She goes, man, I got nothing. I am up a pole without a paddle. What does that mean? But people do it all the time. I ran into this lady. She was telling me their niece had graduated from college, and she was really proud of her, as she should be. And she says, you know what? She's really smart, too. She graduated Magnum P.I. Everybody knows it's Magna Carta. It's not rocket surgery. We have the stress of too many choices. Have you gone shopping for sheets lately? It used to be easy. You just walked in and bought a set of sheets. Now they've got deep pockets. They're from Egypt. They've got thread count, 300, 400. Anybody understand this? And we think our jobs get boring. How'd you like to be a thread counter? 101, 102, huh? Oh, dude, you messed me up. I got to start over. 1, 2. Sheets even brag about being no iron. Who thank heavens that'll free up a couple hours a week, huh? I just hate when friends call you to do stuff and you got that big fat pile of unironed sheets staring you in the face. But times have changed, stress has changed. You know how you can compare how times have really changed? Just compare our songs. Now, this is a song from 1967 by a woman named Vicky Carr, and it went like this. And as I grab the phone, I pray, let it please be him. Oh, dear God, it must be him, or I shall die, or I shall die. Hello, hello. Oh, dear God, it must be him, but it's not him. And then I die. That's when I die. How pathetic was she? I don't understand why he didn't call. Here's a song back in the day. If you know it, sing along. I love him, I love him, I love him, and where he goes I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. He'll always be my true love, my true love, my true love, from now until forever and ever and ever. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. There isn't a mountain too high. There isn't a judge or a court that can keep me away. Away from my love. I love him. I love him. This is where stalker laws came from. And you fast forward to modern times, it's like, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you? I don't think she's waiting by the phone. I'm really sorry you had to see that. Like, oh, we thought this was a fun day. You didn't tell us we were going to have to watch a middle-aged woman slap her own behind. My eyes. I do consider myself middle-aged. I'm 57 years old. A friend of mine says, Kay, unless you're planning to live to be 114, you're a little over the middle there, girl. One thing I don't do is try to be hip with the kids, use the lingo, try to be young, be hip. I tried it one time. It was just disastrous. Remember everybody started doing this? Loser. I thought it was so cool. I'm a loser. You're just a loser, loser. Some kid goes, yeah, you got the L backwards there. You're just basically calling people a right angle. I'm like, no, don't be so obtuse. Oh, you guys are quick. I do have this question. What marketing genius decided to name a line of clothing for middle-aged women Sag Harbor? What, Wrinkle River was taken? I'm wearing my Sag Harbor. Never felt more attractive. We've always had stress. It's always been with us. But I brought along some slides to show you that we did have stress back in the day. You know, you get these emails talk about life in the 50s and 60s was good. Life was simple. Why we all just played kick the can all day. Why our moms took chicken out of the freezer, laid out on the counter for days. I had a lot of stomach aches as a kid. Why we all ate lead paint? Nothing wrong with any of us. I brought along these slides to show you my dad was in education. Are there any educators in the room? 30 years my dad was in education. The very first year he was at this school. You still have the old schools where you live? They've torn down a lot of them. This is my dad. He was also the school principal. I think he's kind of hot. That's just wrong on so many levels. I don't know if he made a lot of money because he couldn't afford a tie tack. And for you younger folks, that's a phone cord. A phone cord. It was crazy times. All the phones were black, tethered to the wall. You had one phone, you shared it with your whole family. Not only that, but you shared a phone line with the entire neighborhood. This was incorrectly called a party line. That was anything but a party, wasn't it? You always had that one nosy neighbor. You could hear her click on. Like, Edna, I can hear you breathing. No, I'm not. So not only was Dad the school principal, he was also the 7th and 8th grade teacher. Not only that, but he was the basketball coach. As you can see, he was really happy about it. The kid in front of him's happy too because Dad's so tired he's resting his chin on his head. I'm exhausted. But I'd like to redirect your attention to this basketball team. What is with the shorts? Well, I've had time to study this, and I'm going to tell you, they're on backwards. Look at them. Look how they're all pooched out. Now, let this be a lesson to all y'all. You be careful how you leave the house, because 50 years from now, there's going to be some chick with a PowerPoint presentation making fun of you. Of course, Dad had a large staff to look after. I'm not sure, but that cook and custodian might be backwards. Not sure on the... And I don't know how Dad got anything done surrounded by this trio of hotties. He looks nervous, doesn't he? Those women are rocking those 50s torpedo bras. He looks like if I look left or right, it'll put out an eye. So I think we still had stress. One thing we do to manage our stress is to find people that inspire us. I was a karate instructor for 7 years, and I had a student named Austin. This kid was amazing, and I really learned from him, you know. The kid had a photographic memory. I've never seen anything like it. Their first night of class, he learned a series of fighting motions that take most people a month. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I went up to him, I said, Austin, you're very smart. He said, oh, I know. And it was so disarming, you know. I would think of things to compliment him. No, you did a great job. I know. And I thought, when did low self-esteem become fashionable? You know, people give us a compliment. We go, oh, no, this old thing is just Sag Harbor. No. So, guys, next time you get a compliment, don't even say thank you. Just go, I know. But let me tell you this, though. If you ever feel like you start getting a little too full of yourself, have a kid draw a picture of you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll bring you right back down to earth. Actually, oh, you know, I forgot a slide, I think. Hold on here, guys. I got to, whoop. This is a picture that this kid drew of me. And let me preface this. I am in menopause, and one of the not-so-attractive side effects is something called fur face. Yeah, attractive. The younger women are going, just kill me now. Just kill me now. But this is the actual picture that this kid drew of me. I know. I looked at him and said, I'm sorry, my eyes don't look like that. Oh, that'll bring you right back down to earth. Well, I hope my message did not get lost in my silliness. It's basically this. Let's just all lighten up. This is just life, and none of us gets out of here alive. And I'll leave you with the number one stressor on the job in America. Do you know what it is? No, crotchety bosses is number 2. Number 1, annoying coworkers. Oh, come on. You know there's one on every job. And if you can't think of one, it's probably you. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you.